Back out on the grass. It's been a very challenging first quarter of our off-season winter conditioning, which started right after we got back in January. It trailed all the way up to last week. We've strained them unbelievably. That was our purpose. That was our goal. Was to try to grow closer as a team, and we've achieved that. So really excited about the games that our guys have put forth the first quarter, and now we start our second quarter phase right now today with spring ball. So every position's wide open, from the quarterback to the water girl is wide open, and we're excited about the competition that we're going to have this year. Got a lot of returning guys back. So with that, I'll open it up.
What's the message to your team in year number 2?
Yeah, well, we don't want to forget year 1. We want that to be a motivational factor for us, especially as we stepped off the field against Memphis, the awful feeling that we had that didn't represent the success that we had this season. So using that as a motivational factor,
special teams wall.
using that as a motivational factor was really a huge input for us. So the message is we got to get closer as a team.
A year ago at this time, you started spring ball having only been hired a few weeks and put together a recruiting class. How much different was your preparation for this spring than last spring?
Well, I don't know if you can measure it. Just the demands. You know, the guys were trying to figure out what we were about as coaches, how we were going to coach, what our demands are on them. Now they know us. They know what we expect. They know what is required of them. And so that's our biggest, we feel like is going to be a biggest catapult going into year 2 is you know, we were one of the few teams in the country that had 0 staff change. And that's not because we didn't have guys that were offered other positions elsewhere. It's because they know that we're building something special here, and we got an opportunity to do it, and doing it the right way, and it's from the ground up.
You've talked a little bit about how last year could have been different if some things had gone differently early on in the season. Do you use any of that out here, or do you try to use the reality of last year to be a motivator?
Well, it is what it is. You know, you're a reflection of what your record was. But you know, we felt like we were in a lot more games. We were a better, you know, I always played one of the toughest schedules in all of college football, and 6 of our 12 opponents being ranked in the top 20. So, you know, our schedule didn't favor us in any way, but our guys played hard. All but a couple of games I felt like we were in, but you know, again, at the end of the day, we got to continue to get better, and we got to take it one day at a time. We've got 44 opportunities. This is opportunity 1, so we really got one practice 44 times, and if this team can get 1% better in the 44 opportunities they got, then we're going to be 44% better going into next year, and see how it goes from there. So that's our challenge. 1% better today is all we're asking of these guys. That's coaches included.
After lifting and conditioning, who would you say were the standouts from the first quarter?
Well, you know, obviously Lawler's been a big standout for us, a huge leader for us. You know, I tell you, Cortland Sutton, playing basketball and football, he's got such an air of confidence about himself coming from the basketball court over here, and the leadership skills he possesses. I'm excited. I think it's time to see something out of Zelt Minor. I think Zelt's been here long enough, and it's time to play. It's time to perform. He was a highly recruited guy out of high school, and that needs to have a great senior year. We need him. We need our defensive line. Jarvis Pruitt's another one that really needs to have a great year. So again, that's a challenge for all these guys. They've had really good first quarters, though.
Any position changes since last season?
You know, no, not really. Not right now. You know, we've moved some guys from safety to corner. Jordan White's been one of them, moving from safety to corner, and you know, moving a few guys around. We're just kind of seeing right now. We'll know more. Obviously, everybody will look like an All-American today, and no pads, and so we'll see when the pads come on what it looks like. But we're going to keep challenging them. I'm excited about our guys as I've ever been. I love our guys. They have really performed well for us and responded to the challenges we put forth in the first quarter. And like I told them today, I mean, all we want to do is just get a little bit better today.
How much of a difference can some of the kids, specifically on the defensive side of the ball, that redshirted last year, make for this football team?
A huge amount. I mean, that's an area of our football team we got to get so much better at. Is our defense. Felt like our special teams was probably the best part of our team last year. Defensively has been a big challenge for us, and I know we've gone back in and simplified a lot of things. But we redshirted a lot of guys last year from the defensive side, and it's time for them to step up. So a lot of competition. So we're excited about that.
You had a couple of guys, Cedric Lancaster, Deion Sanders, played a little corner and a little receiver last year. They're both listed as receivers now. Why leave them on that side?
Well, right now we got them listed there, but they're going to get predominantly most of the reps on the defensive side of the ball right now. So we're leaving them at wide receiver, but from a depth chart, we'll make that change after spring. But you'll see them, they'll probably get 90% of the reps on the defensive side right now.